You're listening to KCYP 97.7 The City. This is Scarlet Rose, and you're now listening to RGV Rocks. You're listening to KCYP 97.7 FMLP The City. This is Scarlet Rose along with my co-host,
Rockin' Rudy.
And welcome to RGV Rocks. KCYP 97.7 FMLP The City is a nonprofit organization that promotes local artists such as myself and is the home of indie music. We're now accepting donations through our website, www.thecity977.com. as well as sponsorships to keep this radio station thriving. For more information on paying donations, sponsorships, or business advertisement, feel free to contact Joe Martinez at 956-789-0702 or by email at martinezjoe@hotmail.com. I will also be leaving the donation links in the description below, so if you guys want to donate to the city, you are happily well to do so. For the people that don't know who we are or what we do, RGV Rocks is a radio show and now an online podcast dedicated to the local talent events and all the wonderful people in the RGV, such as you and I. Rudy, do you want to give a very special welcome to our very special guest for today?
I sure do, most definitely. Thank you very much, Scarlet Rose. Well, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we do have a very special guest in the studio, the one and only Mr. Kazer, and the Damaged Goods. Let me tell you, he's only got one Damaged Good with him today, but the rest of them are still resting up. They had a long play last night. How you guys doing today?
Doing good, man. I mean, I'm not, my head's not banging as hard as I thought it would this morning, but we're doing pretty well,
But you were banging hard last night, I bet.
Yes, sir. It's a natural thing for us, That's why we're Damaged Goods.
Now, let me ask you something before we get started into all the fun and excitement and everything like that. How long have you guys been together?
As a band, I think we've probably been running together, not all of us, but the band started maybe about 2 years, I think. It's been maybe about 2 years that I started the band, and little by little, we got everybody involved in. So now, 2 years, we're running about 2 years since we started.
Nice. So, Miss Scarlet Rose, let's get the fun started.
I know you guys that are located in South Texas, you guys do country, southern rock, but I want to ask a very important question to all the interviewees that we usually have on our show. And if it's their first time, we usually ask this question. And that question is, what do you like about the RGV and why?
Man, I'm from San Antonio originally. Like, I was born and raised in San Antonio. So I came down here when I was 18. I'm in my 30s already. So I've been here for a while. And one thing that I really like about the Valley is just like, it's real chill, like coming from a city up north, it's real fast. You bump into somebody, it's a fight. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like down here, it's like, hey, everybody's real cool about stuff. It's real relaxed. It's kind of like a chill pace of life. You know what I mean? Like versus the big city. So that's what I really like about down here. Not only that, but the beach is, hopping and skipping away. And so that's beautiful right there,
Well, I'm glad that you're finding the Rio Grande Valley real comfortable, and it is a pleasure to have you here. So, Mr. Kazer, tell us, Destiny was saying you play a little bit of everything, huh?
Like, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I don't know what my genre is. Like, I don't know where we fall, because we're kind of just making the music that we want to make. It's not like, oh, we're trying to be this or we're trying to be that. It's just the music that we make. It's just the music we make. So I want to say we fall in somewhere between southern rock and alternative country, modern country. Like, we're not like George Strait country. We're not like Kiss rock, you know what I mean? But we're like in the middle somewhere, and I like where we're going. I don't try to be a certain thing. Like, I'm just trying to be what we are, you know what I mean? So I can't really say what we play, but we're somewhere in the middle.
So basically, we can say you're like a Kiss Straight.
Or a straight Kiss too, that works.
Oh, there you go. That's even better there. There you go. We'll come up with a new name here pretty soon, let me tell you. What venues have you all played just recently? Or do you have a big old event coming up?
Well, right now we're actually we took off the month of August and the month of September. So our next gig isn't until the end of September, because we're currently recording our album right now. So we're about a little more than halfway through already, and probably wrap it up by the end of this month. We're hoping to drop in November. So we're looking forward to dropping our album in November. We're talking about maybe like 11-song album. It's going really well. But as far as gigs go, the next gig we have is here in Harlingen at the Hop Shop. It's one of our little hometown spots that we really like. And that's on the 30th. But for the rest of the year, we're already booked. Like, we're not trying to be like booked every weekend because we're not like a house band or a cover band or anything like that. You know, we're an all original band. We're like an act. You know, we're a show versus a gig. You know, so we don't gig, we do shows, and right now we're booked for the rest of the year, but it's not like Friday, Saturday, Sunday every weekend. Try to spread it out. You know what I mean? Because we got to keep the mystery alive.
Gotcha. And you said you're gonna be on the 30th at the Hop Shop right there on Commerce in Harlingen.
Yes,
yeah, that
sir.
was one of my little hangouts was there. Right across the street was the Raceway and stuff. So yeah, I like that place. Hop Shop's pretty cool. Real good. It's a real good chill place to go and also hang out too. So big old props to everybody, Charlie and everybody over there, right? You say you're going to be dropping an 11-song album pretty soon, hopefully towards the end of November, right? More or less?
More or
What
less.
is the name of that upcoming album?
It's called Tequila Friday.
Tequila Friday. Woo! Real nice. All right, cool.
Backstory behind that whole album, man. Like for like the past 5 years before the pandemic, I think it was like 5 years or something. Me and my friends, we've been getting together every Friday and we drink tequila, like we take shots every Friday. And it's been like an every week thing. I think when the COVID hit, we may have skipped like a couple Fridays, you know what I mean? Or we even did it like this, like Zoom, you know what I mean? Where we would all get together because we're scared, you know. But I mean, it's been a thing, you know, every Friday and we get together. And so like when I started playing the guitar, because I maybe picked up guitar maybe like 3 years ago. And so ever since I started playing, like all my music has been written around this time that we've been doing this Tequila Friday thing. So I thought it was only right to dedicate this album kind of to that moment in my life. You know what I mean? So it's called Tequila Friday. I mean, we already got like our album cover ready. We got songs on the way. We're working on more stuff to put together. So we just launched our merch store online. So we're getting ready for the buzz, you know.
Nice. And let me ask you something. Any platforms where we can hear your music?
Yeah, right now we have some singles that we've already dropped. They're on all platforms. You know, you can find us on Spotify, whatever, Pandora, Apple, or whatever. You know what I mean? So
and it's Kazer, not Kazer and the Damaged Goods. If you want to hear your music and stuff, correct?
Right.
Now, I normally ask this too. I know that there's probably just not one favorite song do you have, but do you have one specific song that you would recommend people to really jam out to?
Right now, something that is out and online, it would be Sick and Tired. Sick and Tired. Yeah, we got a song called Sick and Tired. We got a music video for it. It's also online, so you can check it out. But that's our song that we like to push the most, because when we first started, we had a direction that we were going in. But as we're growing together, we're starting to figure out how we're working together with our music and the kind of sound that we're developing. So Sick and Tired is in the direction of the sound that we're developing now. So that's kind of something that we'd like to push more, is that song, because that's kind of like our album direction.
Speaking about the band and how it came about, what inspired you to become Kazer and the Damaged Goods? Did you guys all meet up, or like how did that work? Because I know you said San Antonio, right?
Like I came from rap because I used to be a rapper, right? So I was dropping like albums and stuff like that. I did it from the time I was like 16 to maybe like 28. I dropped a bunch, like maybe over 12 mixtape albums and stuff like that. And then I just fell out of love with rap because it became like things that you gotta like, I don't know, like the culture of rap just became something that I wasn't into anymore. Like I guess I grew up, you know what I mean? And I wasn't like feeling all of that stuff anymore. So I fell out of love with it. I picked up a guitar one day and I said, you know what, I'm gonna teach myself how to play guitar. I used an app on my phone to learn how to play. And then once I figured out the basics, I just took off writing because I'm a natural writer, like coming from rap. It was easy to write. And when you do rap, you can't write about like love and stuff like that because you gotta have like this image, you know. So I have all this stuff built up that I didn't get to write about that, you know, I got to do with a guitar, you know. So at first it was just me and I was like doing little acoustic stuff, but I wanted more. Like I didn't want it to be me. I wanted the show. I wanted like the band. I wanted everything. So I started asking my friends, and it started with my first drummer. He was like, he's one of my friends. Like we hang out every Tequila Friday, you know what I mean? And I told him, hey, like let's start a band. I'll go half with you on a drum set. So he was like, all right, cool. So the next day he called me. He's like, are you serious? I'm like, I'm serious. So we ordered a drum set, and it was just me and him. We started like that. And then I got my bass player eventually a little bit after that. He's also one of my friends. And I'm like, hey, join the band. And he was like, for real, I guess. So we joined the band. And then, you know, soon after we started adding my lead guitarist. And then my new drummer came in, and then we got this guy right here, you know. So we finally started building like the whole band, and we just decided on a name one day. Like I think we were we were tossing names around for like 2 weeks, you know, we're Kazer and this, Kazer and that, you know. And then one day it was just like, how about the damaged goods? And we're like, hell yeah. So we just ran with it, you know what I mean? So since then it's been strong. We've been strong. We're really good friends. We're close, you know what I mean? So it's not like we're not just like, you know, co-workers, you know, we're friends. So it works out real well, you know.
And how did you guys meet? Was that like previously like formed friendships, or did you guys meet on Facebook on like those groups, or how did you guys meet?
Well, my first drummer and my bass player, they're part of my circle. So like we've been hanging out for years. We've been friends, you know. So we started the band. And then my lead guitarist, Lando, he's from Raymondville. He was stalking me online and stuff. So he was like, hey, I want to see what y'all are up to. He came, we played, and we just clicked. And I'm like, so that's it, you're in the band, you know. And it was just us for a while. And then we got a new drummer who's Ozzy. He's my new drummer. So he was kind of like search online, you know, oh, you're a drummer, you want to be my new drummer? Because my old drummer was like already gonna quit. He gave us time to find a new drummer, you know. So I found Ozzy online, and then Randy Lando, which is my other electric guitar, knows Randy from previously, and he told me, hey, I got another lead guitarist. So we met up with Randy, and I mean, ever since we've been going strong, man. It's a really good connection with us.
You can say it was love at first play.
Yes, sir.
Cool. And you guys have been together now, like you said, about 3 years, or the band's been together for 3 years, and then y'all just keeping strong now?
Yeah, it's been with the band. It's been 2 years. I've been playing guitar for like 3 years, but with the band we started about 2 years ago, and it's been slowly built up since then.
So let me ask you something. I know you said that you used to rap and everything like that. Every now and then, do you throw out a little rap spit or anything like that while you're on, playing or anything?
I tell him that he should while we're playing, but I don't know. I think he just wants to.
Leave that, you know, like I did it for so long. And I mean, don't get me wrong, when we party and I'm like, feeling good, I bust out a freestyle. I can freestyle sometimes still too, you know what I mean? But it's not something that I'm trying to pursue in my career anymore, you know, like I'm kind of leaving it behind. Like
I would say that you guys, since I haven't seen you guys play, which I'm dying to do now, because I just want to know what kind of a mess you guys have got going on. I'm gonna have to go to YouTube and check out your videos and stuff and your music and see exactly what it is you guys sound like, and so like that we can push you more. That'd be great.
I've listened to a couple of their stuff. It's reminding me a lot of like how can I explain it? This is like really, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like early 2000s. That's like I'm feeling that kind of vibe.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know what we're doing. We're just doing it.
We're making some good noise. That's what it is.
Yeah, and people seem to like what we're doing, so we're just gonna keep going. You know what I mean? And it's working out for us. Like we're starting to get attention now. Like we're starting to move around. We got shows going over there, like East Texas, West Texas coming up the end of the year. So it's going good. I'm looking forward to what's gonna happen, because the attention that we're getting is it's working out. Like we got other podcasts contacting us, other people. So it's exciting. Yeah, we've been on radio station. We've been on a live interview on a radio station out in Beeville, and we've been doing some cool stuff. So we're looking forward to it. I would say by the end of this year, with our new album out, we should have a good heavy buzz going on. So
we can't wait for that. We're gonna throw a big party for the album release.
I mean, we throw a big party every Friday, man. So
You guys are damaged goods, so you kind of have to live up to the name.
Right, exactly. Nah, but it's called Tequila Friday, so we'll be releasing it on a Friday. And
you guys gonna have a tequila party?
Yeah, my friends are real cool, man. Like we get together and I show them music, and everybody gets together in front of the TV. You know what I mean? And it's cool, man. We got a good family. You know what I mean? A good family.
And that's exactly what it is. It should be a good family, and that's what you guys are. You're a family. I mean, even though you're friends, but you're still family because you play together and you hang out together and your music is vibing, so that's awesome. That really is. That was a good answer there.
Now, speaking about music specifically, how did you guys get into music? Because you mentioned that you started playing the guitar 3 years ago.
Yeah, I just I bought a guitar like maybe 8 years ago, an electric guitar, and I probably just like played with it and I hung it on the wall and I never did nothing with it. But then when I stopped rapping, I had a whole studio and everything. I sold everything. And I just had like this hole in my heart. I guess whenever you do music, like it's just part of you forever. You know what I mean? It's just not something that you can let go. And I felt like, okay, I'm not going to rap anymore, but I got this hole and I need to fill it. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to just play a guitar. So I bought an acoustic guitar and I just taught myself how to play simple chords at first. And then I just started writing. It came naturally. You know what I mean? I just started doing it. And fell in love with it all over again. Like I fell in love with music again. So I built a whole new studio all over. This is probably like my 4th studio that I've ever built. Because in my life, every time I moved, I tore down a studio and built another one. You know what I mean? So, but I think this is my home now. Like it's just, we're making great magic in here, you know. So
I can imagine your bandmates being all pissed with you, saying like, "Oh my gosh, not again! You're gonna tear down another studio."
mainly my wife, she's like, "Oh my God, again!" Like, yeah, you know, again, building it all over again. So the money's been thrown and destroyed and rebuilt, but I mean, it's just something in life that you can't let go of. When you love music, it's just always going to be in you, you know?
Exactly. And the good thing about it, it just makes you stronger and stronger. And then maybe you can write up a song about that. You know, my wife, she hates me because I do this, you know, stuff like that. You never know. You never know, right?
Possible.
So besides on the 30th, what other gigs do you have coming up?
We got September 30th. We got October 7th and 8th. We're doing Elsa, Harlingen, Mission, The Landmark. And then we're going to Ben Wheeler, Texas, and Angleton, Texas, San Angelo. I mean, we're moving around, you know, we're trying not to stay local as much. We do local shows to stay warm, you know what I mean? But we're trying to get out of here and do more because our kind of music is more accepted up north than it is down here, you know what I mean? It's a hard genre to run into down here versus somewhere else.
Do y'all play any kind of Spanish music at all?
No, I wish I could speak it, but I only understand it. So
okay. So the good thing about it is
that.
they're cussing you out in Spanish. You know what they're saying, but you just can't tell it back to them, right?
yeah.
So let me ask you something. You said you're going to be going to the Landmark. I mean, the Landmark's a pretty good place. That's a good hangout. Let me tell you, that's got a good crowd and everything like that. Have y'all ever been to El Cine Rey?
No, we've never been to El Cine Rey.
You need to go check it out. That's a pretty good venue there. You know, you go by, check it out. Check out the local bands too that go there and everything. You all will be amazed how nice that place. One of the vintage places there is there. There you go, Bert.
I think the show we're doing at the Landmark is with Whiskey D. And we're supposed to be doing a
They'll be doing Rock and Roll James and Company.
yeah, so we're supposed to be doing a Toys for Tots with them in November. That's the Landmark show that we're doing.
Well, don't be surprised if Rock and Roll James calls you to go do a show on his show, PBT, so like that you all can promo that gig.
Yeah, we've actually already been on his show already. So I mean, maybe when we get closer to the new show that we're going to be doing with him, we can do it again. You know, so
Most definitely. If somebody wanted to follow the band Kazer and the Damaged Goods, sorry about that, I was about to change your name again. Kazer and the Damaged Goods, can we find you on the platform under what name can we look you under?
Kazer and the Damaged Goods, we're all over every platform. If you want to be more connected with us, we have our own official website. It's www.ktdgmusic.com. You can find all of our links, music videos on there. We even have our official merch store that just launched. So you want to buy, you know, our merch, it's on there online. So I try to push the website over everything because our links are all there. So once you get to the website, you want to find our Twitter or our TikTok or whatever, it's all linked on there, you know. So that's where you find us, www.ktdgmusic.com.
What's it called? I noticed that your bandmate's been like kind of out of the picture for a bit, but how did you get into music? I don't want to leave everybody behind. That's why I'm like, oh shoot, we can't leave him behind. He's the one of the Damaged Goods.
But no, I've been in music since I was. I've been playing guitar since I was 16. I taught myself how to play in my grandma's garage. Been in a couple of punk bands, a ska band, played bass for a metal band. And then I took a big break. And actually, I've known Nando, the other guitarist, for years and years. And he was asking me to start a band with him. I guess it was maybe this band. I don't know. But I just wasn't playing. I had no equipment. I've been playing for a long time, and he hit me up, and I came to check them out at a practice. And I was just like, oh, wow, like this is pretty awesome. Like I think I want to be a part of this.
He fell in love.
It was a little twinkle in my eye when I saw him.
Oh my gosh.
It was the long hair. But it
was like I like the vibe, the sound. It was just all right. You know, it was just perfect. So I think it was the next day or the day, 2 days after that, we had our first practice. I had my first practice with them, and it was just awesome. Like, it was perfect.
And right when we picked him up, we had a show in San Antonio. His first show with us, who was out of town, you know.
And before that, I hadn't played a show like in 10 years. So the first show with them was in San Antonio. I was super nervous. I was like, turn the music, right? Something like that.
Yeah, it was like a week or
so. Yeah, it was fun. And I've been playing for a long time.
What was the scenario like? Did he just say like, "Oh yeah, we got a show coming up in San Antonio," and then he's like, "You want to come on?"
So I started with them and I had a practice or two with them, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, we have a show coming out, so you're gonna play with us." At first, I was like, oh, "Okay, y'all gonna play it. I'll play the next one and get to know the music a little bit more." It's like, "No, you're gonna play with us." I was like, "Oh, great."
Get forced into it. Oh my god. What's it called? How many other musicians you have on rotation? Because you mentioned that you're not the only lead guitarist, right?
We're a 5-piece.
Yeah, so Lando and I on guitar, we'll switch out. Like I'll play rhythm, he plays lead, and then I have some lead parts, so he plays rhythm. So it's just a back and forth kind of thing. We, just have little cues and stuff.
So Kazer, you said there was 5 of you guys.
Yes, sir. It's me, him, Lando, my drummer, and my bassist, and we all play at the same time. So it's not like I have 2 lead guitars, but it's not like I only use one. It's both all together.
So it'd be something to really see. Then, like I said, I'm just dying to go see you guys play. So who knows? I might just be showing up with you guys over there at the Landmark and surprise y'all. Of course, Rock and Roll James knows me very well. We worked together before and stuff. So it's just going to be a happening time. I can already feel the vibe, especially with Whiskey D on there. Stuff. Hey, if you ever need a backup guitarist with Scarlet Rose right there, it's
Oh
pretty
my
mean on the
gosh.
6-string. Let me tell you.
Oh
Yeah, hey, she's been rocking and rolling. She was like 3 years old. She came out with a guitar. Let me tell you.
Oh my god. That's kind of an exaggeration. I don't come
She's
out with
actually
a
real
guitar.
good. She really is. She's a real good player. Y'all need to hear her play one of these days.
Guitar and fucking shred it.
Oh my god.
Tequila Friday guitar, baby girl.
I'm trying. But what's it called? Going back to the interview, Rudy, we have to pay attention to Cajun damaged goods, not me.
There you go. Look at her blush. You see that every time I talk to her about her guitars, look at her blush. Look at her. She keeps blushing.
What's it called? Any shout outs before you leave? Because I know we're already cutting it short on time, but do you have any shout outs that you want to give out?
I mean, shout out to all our fans and what we got right now. We got a great following, a lot of people who really love us and push us and help us out. And so shout out to everybody who's been behind the scenes, all the people who deal with us, all the people who allow us to be and do what we do. Like, shout out to my wife, because if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be able to do half the stuff that I do. She's our band mom. She feeds us, you know what I mean? And she puts up with us, and there's just a lot of people behind the scenes. I can't really say like who, because everybody has like a part, but thankful to all the people who are there helping us, push.
Mm-hmm.
That is so awesome. Thanks to all your supporters, your roadies and all that stuff to help you out, make you sound good. Any other shout outs?
Today's my brother's birthday.
Shout out to Randy's brother. It's his birthday today. Hey, and when this airs, we're going to be passing my birthday. So happy birthday to me.
Ooh, happy birthday
to you, and happy birthday to your brother, Randy. All right. How old are you going to be, 21?
Oh my god.
I'm going to be 36 this year.
Wow. Congratulations, my bro. You got any children?
I have 5 kids.
Oh my
I'm not talking about your band.
I'm dad. Band dad. I got 5 kids. I got 4 boys and a baby girl.
Congratulations. All right. And that's the princess of the house. You better watch out with her, because they rule.
She's a firecracker.
She's wild.
She's the baby girl, you said, right? She's the baby out of the boys?
She's 7 now, but she's my youngest, you know what I mean? But yeah, she runs the show all the time. So she's very supportive of me too. She loves the music, and she's a little singer herself, so it's really cool.
Hey, you know what? You never know. That could be the next upcoming Selena. Hello. You never know. Was that it on y'all shout outs? Any other shout outs or anything?
Yeah, man, I think we're good. I mean, like I said, we just appreciate all the people that have been backing us up. So, I mean, I can't think of anybody specifically that I want to shout out. Maybe like our road manager, Jules. Shout out to our road manager and our merch guy, Josh, and everybody. Like I said, everybody has a part. It's a family. So shout out to the family, for helping us out.
Also, do you have any social media that you want to plug in again?
The website, www.ktdgmusic.com. You can find us all there. Again, you want to find us on Facebook individually, Kazer and the Damaged Goods, TikTok, Kazer and the Damaged Goods, Instagram, Kazer_Damaged Goods, Twitter, Kazer_TDG. I mean, we're everywhere on all platforms. You can find us. Make sure you check out our music on Spotify or wherever it is that you want to look us up. We got music videos on YouTube. look up that. I usually do some acoustic stuff that I post up on YouTube also, so you can find our stuff there, and you can just look us up. I mean, we got some good things coming. Albums coming out soon. Tequila Friday, look out for that. We'll probably be announcing it this month, a date, a more official date, and releasing album cover and stuff like that. Start building the buzz. So we're looking forward to that, man.
We can't wait for that to happen. Like I said, I hope we make y'all do a Tequila Friday album release party, so we can all get together and have a great time and drink some tequila.
Yeah, you gotta take some shots.
Rockin'
all right.
Rudy, do you have any shout outs?
I always have shout outs, especially to these guys right here, Kazer and the Damaged Goods. Thank you guys for coming on, agreeing to do this interview. Really appreciate you. And we wish you lots and lots of success. And we want to be there with you guys every time you guys make it big. Like I said, you guys will become rich and famous before we do, but we're famous. We're just not rich. We don't mind. And we want to thank you, especially, like I said, for doing this show with us. A big old shout out to my co-host here, of course, Miss Scarlett Rose, for always making it happen. And a big old shout out to my two beautiful ladies, Drenna D and Darlene Dre. Those are my two girls that I have, and my grandson, Carson Dean. Love you, baby boy. And to all the listeners and also the people that are watching us right now, 97.7 FM The City on our RGV Rocks podcast. Thank you so much for being here with us.
If you guys want to check us out, learn more about what we do on our show, make sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Once again, Facebook and Instagram is just RGV Rocks, and Twitter is Rocks RGV. Facebook and Instagram, RGV Rocks, and Twitter is Rocks RGV. We also have a Patreon. So if you want to follow that or subscribe to that any way you can, just know that all of that money goes to not only just us, but also a portion of it goes to the station. So not only are you contributing to our success, but also as well as others. So be sure to check that out on www.patreon.com/RGVRocks. Thank you so much, Kazer and the Damaged Goods, for joining us here today.
Thanks
guys are amazing.
Thank you. Make sure y'all go check us out too, so you can hear some of the music.
Yes, and also, what's it called? Another shout out to my wonderful co-host Rockin' Rudy. You make it amazing every single freaking interview. So thank you so much for being here on the show today. And I especially want to remind everyone listening to KCYP 97.7 FMLP, The City. We'll see you guys next week. See ya.
See ya.